Alright, sorry about that, guys. Let everybody come back in here quick. How's everyone doing today? Everyone's having a good week. Getting ready for Christmas here. Hopefully you guys get to see some family. Get your mind off this bullshit. How's everyone doing, man? We're alright, guys. I just want everyone to calm down. We're okay. All is fine in the world, my friends. Just gonna wait a minute or two, let everyone jump on in here. Alrighty. My mic's too low. Let me move it forward a little bit. Is that a little better? Still low, still low. A little better. Hopefully it's a little better here. Man, it's always something with this microphone. Jesus Christ. Alright, does that sound a little better? Alright, perfect. Here we go. Alrighty, so let's start talking about Ape, because I know a lot of people here kind of upset with Ape. And I'm not going to lie, I'm one of them. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm super impressed with what he did here. Jesus, Barney, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Barney, you never have missed one of my streams, my friend. Never. Really appreciate it. But I'm not going to sit here and come up to everybody and be like, yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. But I do want, I want to... There's grass, greener grass on the other side of this. I want everyone to kind of relax on this as well, because I know a lot of people are going ballistic at this. And, I mean, it's kind of expected. So, first, let's talk. I mean, obviously, I'm sure everybody knows by now. I'm not going to go ahead and get into this stupid press release, super hardcore. I'm sure you've all heard by now they've raised $162 million on Ape, and they sold it was like, I don't remember the average, it was like 130 or something. Way too low. One of the things I saw that they did with this is they, paid down some more debt, but it was at a 61% discount, which that's super nice. And that's something I do want to get into here in a second, because one of the things that goes around a lot with AMC is, oh, they got like $5 billion in debt. They got $5 billion in debt, and they'll never be able to raise that much money, blah, blah, blah. First of all, if you guys haven't noticed, any single time Adam Aaron has ever paid down any kind of debt, it's always at a discounted price. And this is one of the reasons why I'm the most frustrated with Adam Aaron. Right now, which we'll get into in a minute, a lot of these firms and a lot of these companies they're losing money. They're bleeding out in the stock market. They're losing collateral. They're losing a lot of their... I don't even know, honest to God, at this point, how there hasn't been any kind of margin calls of any sort, even on a small firm, anything, to where it's like you have to somebody has to be helping these guys out to what, like I said, even small firms, none of these people are getting dismantled right now, to where you have to just kind of raise an eyebrow. But with this Ape here, I know a lot of people are super, super mad about it, and yes, he should have raised more capital. And back to what I was saying here is, when all these guys are burning, you can get these kind of super discounts. So right now, one of the things I'm most upset with Adam Aaron is, I feel like he hasn't utilized the movement. And I've said that forever. I don't feel, has realized the power and the backing that this movement and their company has. And it sucks, because I feel like, yes, he's given us good tools, and we're going to get into it. I'm not going to say everything about Adam Aaron right now is complete trash, but this does upset me, and that's the thing. We're allowed to be upset. People sit there and act like, oh, God, you can't say anything bad about Adam Aaron, or you can't say anything bad about a CEO of GameStop if you have GameStop, or if somebody does something that you don't think is a good move, go ahead and talk about it. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're allowed to disagree, people, with the CEO and still back the company. You don't have to agree with 100% of moves that they make. Now, back to this. A lot of people are super upset and they go, okay, well, we just wasted all this ape. Well, I want you guys to understand what really happened. He used about 3% of his war chest. And I know a lot of people are sitting there going, well, we don't want them to use all of that. Obviously, I know we don't want them to use all of that. Now, one of the things I want to talk about real quick before we keep going is the stupid FUD that never seems to stop. For some fucking reason, it never dies. The shorts are going to go ahead and buy all this ape, and then they're going to have all of this voting power, and then they're going to convert it, and we're fucked. Well, first of all, if I short a stock, I don't have voting power on my short position. First of all, I need to buy another one just to cover the short position that I would owe out. And then I would need to buy another one to get the voting power. So the amount of ape they would need to buy compared to what we already own, and then to cover their short positions on top of it. Well, now if they're covering their short positions to be able to get those voting powers, ape's price is going up, and now they instantly had to get another one to where they're going, all right, well, now we need another one to get the voting power. So technically we're either long or hedging for that position at that point. So everybody's sitting there nonstop going, the war chest is gonna fuck us and it's over and blah blah blah. Like, I saw this tweet the other day, I don't even remember who did it, but he was like, oh my god, now if he releases all 5 billion, we're fucking screwed. Yeah, I'm sure we would be, but he's not gonna do that. He's not that stupid. Now, the thing is the way we want Adam Aaron to use ape is the way he's not using it, and it's upsetting the shit out of me, because he should have released it right away. Made extra money, and it's like, the way I'm looking at it, it's like, god damn it, I hope like I said, he has 3% of what he just used, so it's really not that big of a deal. And in the end of the day, he can do a reverse stock split, which I've said since the beginning. Now what he can do is issue ape, do a reverse split, and here's the funny thing that makes me fucking crack. Here's all these idiot GME guys, these shills, these more, a reverse split, okay. The downside of a reverse split is it makes you guys look weak for a second. It might, push away some investors. Most people do it to, get back above requirements or make their investment look a little, more attractive. Try and get that stock back to where people will try and buy it again. With ape, he can go ahead. He raised 162 million. He can go ahead and do a reverse split, and actually tomorrow he can have less ape out there than we had since the original launch date, and still have instantly raised 162 million. So it's not the end of the world. It's not this big of a deal that all of these people are gonna sit here and oh my god, it's the fucking end of it. See, he just fucked us. I mean, he didn't even use anything that he has. He barely used anything, and on top of that, he paid down a small amount of debt and he bought a new theater. This theater, from everything that I've heard, it's in Boston. It's by itself. There's no surrounding no theaters, no competition around it, and it's actually should be a very high-performing theater. I don't know too much about the Boston area, but I've watched The Mandalorian. He lives out there. He was talking with Tony DeNaro about it. I was watching that the other day, and he's telling me about the area. So, this is a good theater, and this is what he needs to do. And this is the thing. Adam Aaron right now, his main focus is 100% on making the company cash flow positive. You can 100% tell. That is what he's trying to do. He's closing down theaters left and right that are underperforming, and that's what you need to do. He needs to start getting rid of, just because you have the most theaters, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. That means you might also have a lot of shitty ones, which is what they ended up doing. So them closing down theaters, buying better performing theaters, this is all good things for AMC. Paying down debt at a discounted rate. Like I said, if he can continuously raise capital, pay down debt, you don't need to raise $5 billion. If you pay it off super early, and all of these people need money like they do now, you will continuously get a discounted rate. Now, like I said, if he does a reverse split tomorrow, guess what? There's less ape out there, and he raised 162 million, and everybody should be happy, because out of nowhere, that means in the blink of an eye, he created capital, which helps all of our investment. And that's the purpose of ape. And this is why I've been telling everybody, you want to buy, I can't say that. This is why I've been telling everybody it is so important for Ape's price to go up. Because no matter what, yes, it will be diluted. It doesn't matter. The value that is lost in the dilution of Ape will be regained in the value of AMC because that improves their fundamentals. Like I said, it gives them cash. We had all of these shills, Matt Coors, all these idiots. Oh my god, they talked people off of buying this so hard. And like I said, I can see it. The Ape buying, it's not. People aren't buying Ape. They're still buying AMC, and I'm not going to sit there and tell anyone either one is a bad investment. But the tool that is there, and I'm not going to sit there and say, fuck. I mean, like I said, this headline does piss me off. That's what you raised. Like I said, I'm with every one of you that is pissed off about this, that he didn't do it earlier. I don't understand. I really don't. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. It's not this bad thing. It's not this thing where everyone's going to sit there and go, oh my god, so he's fucking destroy you. He's fucked the movement. It doesn't do anything. He used 3% to buy a theater. He did it to buy a theater and to pay down some debt. Granted, yes, I wish he would have not done it when he did. What the fuck was he thinking? Like I said, I don't get it. I don't know what he's thinking half the time. I sit there and like I said, he's trying to do, you got to look at it this way. In 2023 for AMC, got popcorn on the shelves. Fucking kid. These are going to be probably about 80% profit. So this is a good way for them to make revenue. You now got credit cards. This is a massive form of revenue. Look at, where is it? God damn it, I knew I was gonna move it. Hold on. I knew I was gonna lose it. You son of a bitch. Alright. My buddy. Oh, of course, there it is right there. I'm just retarded. Alright, so credit card companies in 2020 hauled in 176 billion. Adam Aaron's going to be getting in on that pie right now. That seems like a pretty dang lucrative business right there to me. So getting this set up is an amazing thing. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I don't have dark mode on right now. Sorry. Boom. There you go. All right. He had one job. My bad. So, I mean, he's going to have massive revenues. On top of that, you have streaming companies and Disney, Netflix. They're going to start releasing more movies in AMC. On top of that, this is another thing that's going to be happening in 2023. You're going to see a lot more of these AMC IMAXs coming up in Saudi Arabia, and that is a very lucrative business. It actually was in the top 10, as you can see, per screen on the IMAX, and each screen brought in over $1 million annually. Like I said, that AMC has a lot of positive things coming down the line that will start bringing them into cash flow positive. And that is what he's focusing on. And I know we all want him to sit there and do a massive thing, pay down this debt all at once. And I do too. I fucking want him to too. It drives me nuts that, like I said, I don't feel like he uses the movement as much as he should. I guarantee we could raise capital if he would give us the, he says Ape's the tool, but obviously was able to be attacked, which it was, and I told you guys right out the gate, if we don't keep that pressure, if people don't keep that pressure and retail doesn't keep that pressure on Ape, they're going to destroy it because AMC is no longer a threat. Ape is the biggest threat to hedge funds, which is why they put a mass smear campaign out against Ape. They needed it to fail. They need Ape to fail because if Ape succeeds, that means AMC succeeds. I'm going to say that one more time. If Ape succeeds, that means AMC succeeds. And again, every time he issues Ape, he can go ahead and redo a reverse stock split. And the difference between this and a normal company is you still have the movement behind you, so that base, that the unattractiveness that they say that comes along with the reverse split, it's not going to be there because you're still going to have the same supporting people behind you. You're still going to have the movement behind you. This is not a normal stock circumstance. So for everyone that tries to do anything or say anything bad about this, ridiculous. Like I said, you can sit there and like the hedge funds do. They can create money out of thin air. So everybody worrying about AMC, just relax. They have a lot of things coming that will start making them money when Adam Aaron needs to start issuing more APE. Like I said, he gave out 3 whole percent. 3 whole percent. And he can reverse stock split tomorrow and then basically have given out none of that. So, like I said, guys, just breathe. I know it's frustrating as fuck. I'm right there with you. Like I said, why the hell didn't you do this at $4 or $5? If you were going to do this, why didn't you do it before? Stupidity. But back to this, as you guys can see, they end up planning on opening 50 locations in Saudi Arabia with 7. They're going to open up 50 cinemas, 500 screens. So this is going to be, like I said, a very nice place for these guys. This is going to be another income source coming that they don't currently have. So, like I said, guys, just relax on this. I know it's frustrating as fuck. I told you guys in the timeline, well, we're right here. You're in the liquidation period. Sorry, and it's the shittiest thing in the world, dude. It sucks ass. Nobody wants to fucking deal with this. Markets go through this all the time. It's a bear market, and they are going to keep selling and selling and knocking stuff down, playing it down, bleeding out the system. This was one of their last resorts, pretty much, is what I was talking about. When it comes down to this, what's their goal as the CBDCs? They're going to bleed out the economy. They're going to bleed us all out as much as they possibly can, and then they're going to come in and do what they always do. They're going to try and play hero, and they're going to hit us with the stimulus, but it'll be a fucking CBDC stimulus. So for everybody going, I'm going to take this stimulus and put it in the stock market, no. What you're going to do is whatever the fuck they want you to do, because they can program it. So what you're going to do with this stimulus is spend it where they need you to spend it, which is going to end up being on, like, you know, home loans, car loans, because they cannot afford people to keep defaulting. So what they'll do is they'll make it look like, hey, we're helping you guys out with your loans. CBDC stimulus, here we go. We got to get it going. It's a great test for the digital dollar as well. We'll just go ahead and do a little pilot test with it. Boom. This is their plan to fucking crunch everybody. But the problem by doing this millionaires own 89% of all individually held stocks. Okay. $89% is being held by these guys. They got 89%. If you look across the board, you're seeing stocks down, what, 50, 90? Blue chips are just destroyed. I mean, look across the board. Everything is bleeding. And this is why it sucks. Because during the, I told you guys, it was going to get worse. It was going to keep getting worse. And it's going to keep getting worse. We haven't even seen it yet, guys. We haven't even seen it yet. Trust me. There's a lot more blood to come. The market will bleed and bleed a lot more than this. Fun hasn't even started yet. Now, they own 89% of this. The entire market is down, like I said, 50 to 90% left and right. That means they're getting fucked. I know worse, like I said, I know people... And this is what sucks, is I know people sat there, and like I said last time, people went in there, they put their life savings in, they were sold a fairy tale, they put their entire life savings in on this fairy tale, and I'm not saying the squeeze is a fairy tale. What I'm saying is they told you, hey, this will squeeze within 3 months. That's the fairy tale. Hey, look it, this has 21% short interest, So it'll squeeze within 3 months. It'll squeeze within 1 week. It'll mow ass real soon, no matter what. They were saying that forever. And instantly, what's everybody do? Well, God, yeah, they're right. It's 21%. And this is what's funny. I was telling all you guys about these grifters. Everybody in the beginning looks smart as fuck. Why? Because it's a bull market. Everybody looks smart in a bull market. I can go ahead and then pump shit up. I can go ahead and say a couple stocks, watch them pump up a fucking dollar or two, and then sell on you guys before I even said anything like all these guys were doing. And then what do they tell you? Hey, here's the grift. Easy as fuck. This is all the YouTube grift. And every YouTuber you watch. This is it. Find a stock with high short interest. Oh, man. Look at this stock. It's fucking unbelievable. It's got high short interest. Number 2. Look at this thing. It's got a low float. If we all just pile on, pump and dump. If we all just go ahead and pile on, ask Mr. Zach Morris and friends. You know what's funny? When I first got into this movement, way back in the day, I used to listen to that Zach Morris guy, and it kind of cracked me up. Because I would sit there and watch him pick out stocks. Everyone would go out, and he would already, by the time fucking everybody bought it, would already have up on his Discord and stuff how he already sold and got all this stuff, and he wouldn't even tell anybody. And then everybody would hold, and that's the thing. And what do you know? It was $100 million fucking pump and dump. And that's what all of these YouTubers do. You find something with the high short, low float, and then you get your people to buy. But at that point, you've already bought. You've already bought the stock. You get them all to buy. It goes up $1 or $2. What happens? Other people's sentiment comes up. Other people jump on real quick for a quick buck. And what they don't do is teach you the difference between being a trader and being an investor. Now, here's the thing. Here's how they get you. They're a trader while you're an investor. Because what do? They say the same thing to you. You guys, there's a short squeeze potential here. Okay? Super short squeeze potential. So what's that make you do? You buy and you hold, right? You buy and you hold because you think a short squeeze is coming. So that makes you an investor. Why? Because you're going to hold out until the fucking squeeze comes. Well, guess what your tuber did? He's a trader. He let all you fuckers jump on in and become the investors, aka the bag holders. And the people that made money with them were the people that right away he said, I'm going to get these. These guys jumped in and then they jumped out right away. They jumped out when the stock went up $1 or $2. But they don't tell you guys that. They tell you that, oh my God, the short squeeze. There's short squeeze potential. Look at this shit. Just hold. Hold. Become an investor. Now you're going to be down because we're in a bear market. So you're instantly going to go down. And now you have to hold because you don't want to take the loss. You see what I'm saying? It's the simplest same shit ever. This is why I don't watch fucking YouTubers or watch any of these guys. Oh man, watch me do my trade options. Okay. Now back to anything fucking important here other than the tubers. Now, like I said, these guys are over here getting fucked. If they own 89% of the market and the entire market is blood red. Right now, I truly don't understand how, like I said, how has there not been a margin call anywhere on anyone, on a small firm? How have you not seen any of these? Not even the little guys, nobody. They're all playing the downside perfectly. Good one. Like I said, man, there's hand jobbers going on in the background. And until one of them stops, until one of them, starts getting carpal tunnel, we got to just chill for a second. But put this back on before I have to sit there and stare at this white anymore. But the thing is, these guys take billions of dollars. And they act like me and you when we have $1. They act like it's pennies. They don't even understand what it's like to go to a grocery store because they don't care. A $200, $300 tab to them it's literally nothing. And this is we're going to get into the revolution type stuff in a minute here, in a little bit, but this is literally getting to the point of stupidity with the government, the banking system, all this stuff. I'm going to get into more on what we can do here in a little bit as well, but at some point, a revolution of some type more than this needs to happen. And I'm not saying march the streets, I'm not saying, but I mean, you guys, the type of crimes that are being committed are billions of dollars. It's millions of people's entire retirement. It's their life savings. It's literally years of their life they will never get back. It's time with their family that they had to spend working overtime that just got stolen. Continuously we see this before we get into this. You continuously see this. Wells Fargo agrees to pay $7.5 billion settlement. What? Because they abused tied to checkings account, mortgages, auto loans. Wells Fargo agrees to pay $3.7 billion. How much did they make doing all this shit? This is my point. You have these banks, and all they do, this is the senators. Wells Fargo has repeatedly broken the law and ripped off its customers. We need to break up Wells Fargo. Hey, bitch. Let's look at the banks. Number of records of violations. Bank of America has broken the law 271 times. Bank of America has committed 271 felony crimes. Bank of America has committed 271 felony crimes, and no one gives a fuck. JP Morgan Chase has committed 223 felony crimes, and no one cares. Citigroup, 159 felonies. Here's Wells Fargo. 229 felony crimes committed by Wells Fargo. And how do they all end? They all end this way. An acceptance, waiver, and consent. This right here needs to be abolished. And I'm going to say this every time. If you want fair law in the United States, if you want these people to be prosecuted, this needs to be abolished. This right here makes it so they can stay away from federal court, all of that. And they get to go into their own court system with FINRA. And by doing this, they never admit guilt to crimes. They just pay a fucking penalty. They just pay a bribe. And by doing this, they can no longer be prosecuted again for the same crime. Like I said, the banks, something needs to happen with these banks. We need to do a bank run. People need to start leaving these fucking ISDA banks. You have to do it. I don't care if you have $6. I don't care if you have $10. I don't care if you have 55 cents. We need to get the fuck out of these ISDA banks. I'm telling you guys, you have to get out of these. If you have a credit card with these guys, you have got to get the fuck out of it. Pay it down any way you can and just get the fuck out of this. Look at this number. Total penalties. Look at this number. 7,165 felony crimes were committed. That's fucking insane. But like I said, it's all going to be coming to an end right now because you're going to start, they've taken way too fucking much and there's nothing that can happen but a crash everywhere. What happens when lenders go bankrupt? What happens when the people that are lending money, the people you go to borrow money, are broke? Because that's what's fucking happening. Could this be one trigger since 2008? A massive surge. Nobody can afford a fucking house. Nobody can. Nobody can sit here and take these averages with the salary we make and then watch these rates go up and up and up. They're down 50% with new mortgages. You've already seen banks and all of these people continuously fire people, continuously lay off entire units. Like I said, they cannot sit there and put this off forever. They're trying to squeeze everybody out. We'll get into the Japan bonds here in a second. Bonds, the entire bond market is fucked. We're going to get into that in a second. But like I said, the real estate bubble is coming, and it's coming fucking hard. Like I said, last time I went over on the retail or the realtor site with you guys, we were watching houses going down by 26 grand. That's a pretty damn big drop. Car repossessions are on the rise. Car repossessions are happening harder than you guys have seen. It's coming back, you guys. Nobody can afford even vehicles. And this is my point. They're trying to squeeze everybody out. They're forcing a recession. These guys have stolen everything. Everything. They've literally stolen everything. They said that if you guys look at the numbers on how many people had to move back in with their families, it is ridiculous. You now, for the first time, have more single people living together. You have more single-family households than you have households with families. Shit's getting crazy. It really is. There's no way that this is sustainable. There's no fucking way. If you guys look down here, I want you guys to see something here. The average monthly payment for a new car bought last month is about $762. The average monthly payment for a new car bought last month is now $762 a month. A month. What the fuck? Now, go ahead and look at what the average house month is. It was like $2,300. So, just for owning a car and a house, not counting insurance, utility, all of that, just to have the house and the car alone, you're talking $3,062 a month. That's not to insure them. It's not getting food. Like I said, that's not heat, internet, cable, whatever else you want to do. Water, gas, none of that. They're trying to shake the world out, and they're going to keep doing it. And in the meantime, while all of us are sitting here paying fucking taxes, what do you know? These 19 Fortune 100 companies paid next to nothing or nothing at all in 2021. Let's check this out. AT&T pays no federal income taxes. None. But they earned $29.6 billion. And they didn't pay a single thing of federal income tax. But they got a tax refund of $1.2 billion. So they made $29 billion in earnings, and then they got $1.2 billion back from a refund and paid nothing in there. Nothing. Charter will pay no income tax despite $6 billion in earnings. They just get 12 extra million for a refund. No federal income for AIG, $10 billion. Then they get a $216 million refund. See what I'm saying? Joke. And then you look at these. These are Fortune 100 companies with less than 10%. Amazon 6, Exxon 2.8. Look at GM 0.2. Like I said, they sit there and they tax you on your earnings. They tax you on your goods. They tax you on your food after they've already taxed your earnings. They tax you on your property. They tax you on top of taxing you. Meanwhile, the people who are making billions of dollars really don't pay anything. Or they literally don't pay anything. 2020, listen to this. This is when it gets real fun. 2020, the tax avoiding companies, they enjoyed almost $40.5 billion in pre-taxed income in 2020, right? The 55 corporations should have paid $8.5 billion. Instead, they paid zero, and they received $3.5 billion in tax rebates. So they avoided 8.5, they got 3.5 billion, and that accounts to $12 billion. $12 billion. What could that do for schools and the roads? You know what's funny? This last election, they had to call in Facebook, and they had to call in all of these billionaires to help fund the election. Think of what I just said. Let me say that one more time. The United States government had to call up Facebook and other billionaires like Ken Griffin and other people like that and say, hey, we don't have enough money in the States to fund the polls. We don't have enough money to pay the people to sit down and fucking work the polls and get the booths out and buy the stuff for all that. They didn't have enough money for that. Think of how fucked up that is. They had to borrow it from them. Like I said, man, this stuff is just... I mean, look at this. This is literally ridiculous. Mark Zuckerberg, he saves the election. He saves it. He's a fucking national hero. Where the fuck did that just go? Oh, sorry. So, they didn't have enough money for the elections. And they had to call up fucking Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, we need $350 million in cash. We don't have enough money. The fuck? We don't have enough money. Guess where they could have got that money? The $12 fucking billion they should have took from these fucking companies, dude. That $12 billion could have funded it all. But instead, they have to borrow from fucking Mark Zuckerberg $350 million. So now they owe that fucker a favor. See what I'm saying? Now the government owes him a favor. Think how fucked up that is. I mean, it's literally mind-blowing. Oh my god, man. Like I said, this stuff is unbelievable. And they sit there. And like I said, what is the difference between the British doing taxation without representation now? And now. They're taxing us like crazy. They're getting bribed. They're literally called the thing an acceptance, waiver, and consent. I can legally commit crime, never admit doing it, pay you a penalty fine to commit a felony of $1 billion fucking theft plus. All I need to do is sign an acceptance, waiver, and consent made by FINRA. And it's no biggie. So what we all need to do is everybody needs... I'm going to start a GoFundMe, and it's going to be called the Ape Hedge Fund. And we're going to go ahead, and we're going to figure out a way to come up with a scheme to steal all their money. But we're going to do it by the billions. And then we're just going to pay FINRA off, and then we'll have our fucking squeeze. And it'll be legal. Like, what do you mean? You guys do it to us every day. Like I said, think how fucking ridiculous this is. Without admitting any wrongdoing. This is literally in there without saying I did anything. Well, I'll do fine. It's okay. Don't look into it. Oh my god. See, and this is the thing. This is the problem with the March. I'm going to talk about the 8 March for a second. Because, oh my god, I've gotten so many freaking requests for this 8 March. I've gotten so many requests for, well, man, you just clearly don't care. All you care about is the YouTube checks. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't do a fucking video in like 9 days. Because I rushed on because I cared about him so much. So many people I had DMing me saying the same thing from this movement. If you don't understand the difference between the OTC market, the dark market, and what a dark pool is, I don't understand what... Dude, you cannot march. You cannot fucking march with signs talking about dark pools. You have no clue how wrong that is. Retail's orders don't go through dark pools. I'm going to say it 5,000 times. Retail's orders never go through a single dark pool ever. They don't fucking need to. They don't need to. They go to what is called the OTC market. It's internalizers. It's the CNS program. It's the stock borrow program. It's ISDA. It's family office. It's market to market maker. There is so many different ATS systems. I mean, I can continuously find different things. I've shown you guys there's 15 different venues they can go in the OTC market that are not dark pools. Dark pools are literally a piece of the market that is, yes, it's in the dark market, but retail's not going there. They're going to what is called internalizers and ATSs, and the biggest fucking theft in the world. It is called the CNS program. All of this is done to payment for order flow, but this is some great things that are happening. Dave Lauer has been talking and preaching about 605 for a long time. This is going to be done with the auctions. This is going to be a lot more transparency in the market. This is going to deal with 605 reporting for brokers and a lot uptick rules, a lot of other things. I didn't finish the entire proposal. It was like 400 pages or something. It was long as fuck. I'm going to keep going through it, but this proposal does a lot of great things, and it's going to completely fuck up Citadel. It's going to completely fuck up Virtue. It's going to fuck these guys up. I want you guys to look at this thing real quick here. So it talks about the profit margins, and it talks about payment for order flow and the expenses. And you had Ken Griffin sit there and go, "Oh man, payment for order flow is an expense for us. I would just love it if payment for order flow wasn't around." Okay, well, this actually shows that they earn 44% profit off of those orders that they use doing the payment for order flow. Well, no, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Two large sources in terms of volume earn 44% and 41% profit margins. How the fuck does that make sense? They do not make 40... Hold on, I'm reading this wrong. Oh, total revenue. I'm sorry, that's total revenue. That's expenses divided by revenue times 100. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, I was looking at it wrong. Sorry, I was doing it wrong. But still, 41%. So they're clearly making a shit ton of money off of this. And if you look over here, it talks about payment for order flow. $235 million in Q1. Went to 4 firms. 4 firms. 93.8%. So there's 4 brokers that are completely dominating payment for order flow. And this is why we keep telling you guys, get the fuck out of those fucking platforms. Still got fuckers using Webull, for Christ's sake. It's crazy. But these rules with the auction are going to fuck up Citadel. They will literally fuck up their entire operation. I don't know what Citadel's gonna... I don't know what these market makers are gonna do. They're gonna end up having to become either... They're gonna have to be bidding in these auctions and just completely dominate the auction is the only thing I can see them doing. But if they're sitting there... Well, yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do. To be honest with you. They'll probably just dominate the fucking auctions. But, at the same time... Maybe not. Because if they don't have all the orders routed to them... This shit's 605. I'm gonna look way more into this 605. But like I said, it was like fucking 5,000 freaking goddamn pages. No, this is the upcoming meeting. Where's the stupid Here you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this quick, just in case you guys don't have Twitter. I know a lot of people don't have Twitter. Go ahead and look at these real quick. These rules were, this was passed. It's currently in the comment section right now. It's got 60 to 90 days, I believe, or 30 to 60. Can't remember right now. I think so. I sent all three right. Uptick. Yeah. So these are the new rules that they're doing as well. Other than 605, we want all of these to pass. I do want to say something about Dave Lauer. You guys continuously, I know a lot of people were insanely pissed off about his space call there because he didn't ask Gary Gensler the questions we all want him to ask, and you know, eventually that stuff he will probably get to. I'm sure this isn't going to be the only interview that he does with Gensler. They talk to Gensler. They're actually, you know, showing them and giving retail a voice. And this is why I want everyone to sit there and back Dave Lauer as much as you can. This company, this We the Investor, they are doing so much to try and help us and try and actually give us. There's nobody that has a voice for us. We don't sit there and yeah, they read our comments on the website, but big deal. They have fuckers lobbying, paying all this money. They get meetings with the SEC, and Dave Lauer and these guys of We the Investor, they're actually doing the same thing, and they're getting our perspective and our say on it, and he's helping with a lot of rules. Dave Lauer has been at this forever, so anybody that sits there and questions Dave Lauer, to me, you're literally crazy. I mean, literally, this dude has been fighting this for like 20 years. This dude has been doing this forever. I don't think anybody knows more about the corruption than Dave Lauer, to be honest with you. Like I said, people that attack this guy blow my mind, dude. But these new rules with 605, like I said, these are going to be very big rules. One of the things, let's see if it talks about more, like I said, more transparency on executions. This is actually going to be a very nice rule here. This is going to show us on 605 reports exactly what type of orders that they're doing, odd lot numbers. What was the other things? There's a whole bunch of stuff, but there's going to be so much more transparency coming in with these rules. Oh, it's 472. Here it is. Here it is. I was like, I just didn't read it all yet. I didn't have time. I've been trying to get my family. They're getting in town and stuff, so I've been doing all this stuff for Christmas. I haven't had enough time to, but everybody, please read this proposal. This has everything that I'm going over. Like I said, it's 472 pages. I know it's long as fuck, but this is, rules are nothing if they're not enforced, but that's the thing. It's complete market restructure type things. They're going to be completely doing, basically getting rid of payment for order flow. One of the things it talks about in here is how this will get rid of payment for order flow. Where is it? I thought I had it pulled up here. I must have exited it. Is it here? No. I'll have to find it. I can't remember. Dave has so many goddamn things up on this one. But he's been insanely excited about 605 and all of these rules. But like I said, they're complete market structure rules. They're going to completely redo them all. But I'm sure they'll find their fuckery, like you said. But let's go back over to FTX here a little bit, because we kind of went around this guy for now. So as y'all, I don't know if you guys have seen, but big old Sammy's on his way home. Sammy's coming home. Where the hell? Maxine's, she's licking her lips. She gets to get a little cuckling in soon. Her little Sammy boy's on his way. Look at him. There he is, the man of the hour, Big Samuel. Now, that space call was pretty interesting. That space call, somebody asked Sam, they go, hey, with these, you know, these securitized tokens, you know, what, were they backed 1-to-1? And he said, and I quote, As far as I know, they were. But he's not the best guy to know that, and he'll have to get back to us. But he said, as far as I know, these tokenized securities are backed 1-to-1. So, apparently, according to him, they do have one share of AMC backing these. Yeah, that space call was nuts, man. That dude was just... That space call got me excited. Because when this little guy gets in front of a jury, and when this guy's on TV, and this trial goes crazy, this little guy's going to be a blabber. This dude was telling us shit like, you're like, whoa, dude. Like, this guy's going to be talking. And it's going to be nice. This dude will be talking a whole bunch. And the first thing I would say is, hey, you know, this guy from Citadel came on over. He showed me about the securitized tokens and all these derivatives contracts and total return swaps. Because that's how Citadel also fucks around with bullshit. And what do you know? This little guy could be a nice little, he might let some skeletons out. Let's just say that. I'm pretty excited to see this court hearing. I don't know if you guys looked, but it was actually pretty funny because now they're actually asking charities, politicians to start, you know, giving some of that money back. They said that some of the Democrats brought it back. I didn't read the Republican side or whatever. But this shit's just hilarious. They're now coming back trying to say, hey, this is what's funny. They took this kid and they tried to make this kid like a sympathetic figure. And it didn't work. People are too smart nowadays. People have too much stuff, too much access to information. Too many people digging. They weren't going to be able to pull their little fast ones like Kevin O'Leary. You're obviously a criminal, Kevin O'Leary. You knew what you were doing, you took money, and you're a piece of shit. No one cares about you, dude. Mr. Wonderful, you're a fucking loser. Next, what do you know? Another crooked businessman, Mr. Wonderful. Douchebag. All of these guys, like I said, they know what the fuck they're doing. And this is what I'm saying, you guys. At some point, the way you guys need to fight back right now, and I'm serious, this is what you can do right now. Number one, the most important fucking thing. Always educate. Like I said, when it comes to this walk, you have all these people talking about the wrong things. All right, if you guys want to know what to say, if you guys want to know what to talk about if you're going to march, I'm not going to stop you. I mean, you have the right to protest. You're Americans. Who the fuck would I ever say to tell anybody not to do something? Who the fuck am I? Do what you guys got to do. But if you guys want to sit there and you're going to protest and you're going to try and bring awareness, then start doing it correctly. Like I said, you want to stop stuff? Number one, acceptance waivers and consents, these got to go. These have got to go. This is your number one thing right there. This should not exist, period. You want to fucking start changing this? Because when this goes away, you should not have regulators, period. It should be run by the fucking either the government, the FBI, the Doge, the government. No, there should be entities behind it, not fucking... I can't stand these fucking bankers, dude. These bankers, like I said, they're the biggest criminals in the world, and nobody cares. They're the biggest terrorists in the world. They're literally the biggest... They have done more damage to the United States than any terrorist organization could even dream of. I mean, and everyone sits here and you know I'm right. They have stolen billions and billions and trillions. They have raised inflation to the point of fucking Dude, I don't even know how... I truly do not understand, other than CBDC's digital dollar, how they can recover at this point. There is so much theft. So much fucking... Everything is ran on credit. Everything is ran on credit. Nobody has real money. Nobody has real cash. Nobody has real assets. It's just unreal. Number one, you want to get rid of fucking acceptance, waiver, and consent. Number two, market maker exemptions should be gone. There should be no such thing as a fucking market maker exemption. There shouldn't be. If you don't own something, you can't sell it. I don't give a fuck. You can't sell it. You cannot sell something you don't own to create liquidity. Market maker, you create liquidity. You create fake value until real can be found. You give out IOUs. When people sell, you buy them back at a lower rate. You also, on the meantime, discount, or you also executed their trades, so you made a profit off of their trade as well. You use internalization. You use ATSs. You use the OTC market to give yourself time. You can use fucking flex options. These guys can use what is called the CNS program. Market maker exemptions need to be gone. Rule 203B -1-2. Fill before locate. There you go. If you guys are going to march, there's your second thing. That needs to fucking go away. 3. We'll do payment for order flow just to keep it simple because, yes, it does need to go away. There should be no reason. I'm not even going to say payment for order flow. The OTC market needs to go the fuck away. Retail. How about this? Let's do it this way. Number 3. Retail should never trade in OTC. Retail's orders should 100% of the time go through fucking lit exchanges. 100% of the time, no matter what. Number 4. I could sit there and I can get into that one. Number 4, we'll go into the fucking regulators. Conflict of interest. Okay, tell me this. Tell me this right now. What in the living fuck, dude? In what world can I go commit 7,165 felonies, but then be the cop? The banks have committed 7,165 felonies, but they're the police, they're the DTCC, they're the regulators, they're in fucking charge. They write the ISDA contracts? What? The fuck? Number 5. Fines. There shouldn't be any fines. It should be jail. Plus, I'm not even going to say fines. There should be jail and loss of ability to trade. In what world can somebody who's done 7,000 violations fucking still trade? Like what? Like I said, this shit is beyond ridiculous, dude. The criminals are the sheriffs. Okay, I want you guys to understand one thing here quick. Because if this doesn't get you fucking boiling, I just don't understand. Okay. When we talked about the 65 billion with the GameStop report, that was just one of Citadel. We'll get into the bonds here in a minute. But that was just one of Citadel. They have hundreds of subsidiaries, you guys. Hundreds of them. That they go ahead and they hide even more shit in. More FTDs. They have fucking over leveraged. So when they sit there and you saw the 65 billion, there's hundreds of billions just by Citadel who should have been margin called and destroyed. There's hundreds of billions from one company that was taken from you. That one company would have done ripple effects throughout the entire fucking economy. Now, how many other would have been fucking margined right then and there? Your own government admitted to you Citadel should have been destroyed. They were done. They should have been margined, and the banks just said, no, it's good. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. We'll forgive you. All of that money should have went to you guys. Fucking Japanese, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. The Japanese bond market, that got halted. I mean, right now, they're literally almost paying 100% just in fucking interest on their debt of everything they make. Every penny they make. They're basically... fucking Japan is done. Their economy is done. That will also send ripple effects. Then, like I said, I cannot believe how many... Look at this shit. Italy, Greece, you have all of these countries, dude. All of these guys are about to start just... Dude, like I said, the United States have fucked everyone up, the entire world, through ISDA. The entire world has been fucked through ISDA. Everyone. This is why they all fucking hate us. This is why Phase 6... When all of these fucking contracts that are no longer grandfathered in, from the 3 to 6 to 9 to 12 mark, what you're going to see is the cost to borrow keep going up and up and up for sure. Each one of these, I expect each one of these time periods, you'll finally start to see in AMC a little bit more of a rise, at a smaller, a smaller bottom out. And from here to here, I don't know how they, like I said, in my eyes, I've said this for 2 years. At this point, I don't see how they survive. I don't know how they get past this. You'll have so many fucking contracts that need to be redone. I do not understand how they could possibly get through that. Because they will now need to actually deposit collateral on all of these fucking ones. And as we saw Citadel... Even Citadel took out fucking 6. It was those 6 loans 2 days before Phase 6. Because they knew they needed to get them grandfathered in. So right here... This is where I expected us to go back to some good pricing action. Man, like I said, this might be the end of it in my eyes. Because I don't know how the fuck they can get past these re-grandfathered, these renewed contracts. I don't know how the fuck they could. I really don't. Of everything I've ever learned, it's all come to me... Like I've been saying, if you follow this channel for fucking years, this has been my time period right here since I can remember. Well, we still get paid? Yeah, right here is when I think we'll get paid. Pretty fucking good, too. Alrighty, let's do some questions here for a little bit. Anyone in the chat have some questions? And yes, I know, like I said, if you guys want to go over Ape again, I mean, I'm not as super happy about any of this shit either, but like I said, it was 3%, and he can do a fucking reverse split and erase all of those shares he gave out and raised $162 million in one day, and have actually lowered the float of Ape, so... Want me to expand on Japan a little more? Well, Japan's entire budget's pretty much going to paying interest right now on the debt that they have. They're going to have to keep on, and this is actually what I think is going to happen soon in the United States as well. You're going to keep seeing them raising their percentage rate, and what that's going to do is all of their pension funds and all of their retirements over there, it's going to happen the same exact thing. They're going to have to keep putting up more collateral, because what they do is they buy in treasury bonds, and the more the rates go up, the more collateral they need, because the bet becomes riskier. Well, what they're doing now is they're not going to be able to rebuy bonds back. Well, I don't really know how they could. And at this point, where the fuck is... I just feel like they're about to default at this point. I don't know how the hell... They're paying every single thing they make to interest payments on their debt. I mean, I don't even know what the hell they're gonna do at this point. Like, I don't even know how you fix that. They've literally, like he said, dude, they've lost complete fucking control. Their treasury bonds, their pensions, and all of that are about to come crashing down next because of these treasury bonds. There's nothing they can do. Nobody is going... This is basically what's going on in Japan. So if you're in Japan right now, you have no money, okay? So what you're trying to do is you're in Japan, you have no money over here, and you're trying to fucking issue treasury bonds. Nobody's going to buy them because treasury bonds are the way that you raise capital. And what you're doing is you're selling off your debt, basically. People will come over and buy a portion of your debt, and what you're going to do is you're going to pay them an interest rate on as long as they hold that debt or hold that treasury bond. So basically all a treasury bond is the government's debt on a piece of paper, a bond that you'll hold, and they'll pay you an interest rate to hold. Well, these guys are basically, if the interest rates go up, that means that Japan is trying to make it more attractive. Hey, come buy our bonds because you're going to make more money holding on to them. But the problem is, if you look over at Japan and you say, hey, you're never going to be able to pay this debt back. You're never going to be able to pay back these bonds. And you're looking over and saying, hey, you're paying all of this already into interest. Nobody's going to come over and start buying your bonds. Well, now what's going to happen if you're Japan? You can't raise any capital. You're paying 100% of your profits and everything you make into interest just by the people currently holding your debt. It's not like Japan suddenly got all this new, fucking new infrastructures and all these stuff coming up and all these new industries coming in, booming, so they're going to start making this random. No. Japan's fucked. They have no money. They're paying out money, every penny they have to interest, to at the point where it gets a little worse, they're going to default. That's why everybody's betting on them to fucking default. Nobody's buying their bonds. Nobody's giving them debt. No one's buying their debt. They're just fucked. They're at like a stalemate. Like I said, I don't know what the hell's going to happen over there. It's going to get real interesting real quick. People need to rise up, dude. Yes, they do. Like I said, man, our forefathers wouldn't have allowed half of this shit. I mean, think of what came out. Think of the theft that's happened to you guys. The hundreds of billions of dollars that have been stolen from everybody. Here's your fall guy. Wells Fargo. Here's your falls guy. I guess Wells Fargo must not be paying off the government enough. It's Wells Fargo. It's not Bank of America or JP Chase Morgan who've done just as bad. Oh wait, they're even worse. Finger pointing. We're still in the finger pointing and bleeding out stage. Their bonds, our bonds, England's bonds, dude, they're all fucked, bro. They're all in the same exact problem. They're going to keep raising rates. Soon in the United States, what you will see is the feds will go ahead and they'll start buying back treasury bonds in the U.S. because in the United States, you're going to have the same exact problem. They keep raising rates. Phase 6 now, they have collateral. They need to push it down. On top of that, The more the rates go up in the pension funds in the United States, it's the same exact thing. Now they need to deposit more collateral because this is a riskier bet for the United States. The more that they pay out on this, the less chance that they have to pay back that debt because they're paying more out in interest. So other people are now looking at the United States and saying the same thing. Fuck the USA Treasury market. We don't want them. They're not going to ever. And the United States even says over and over, we have no plans on paying back the fucking debt because it's to the public and we don't care because they're stealing from you in every aspect of your life. What is 6, 3, 9, and 12? There is the contracts that were before Phase 6 was created, were grandfathered in. At 3, 6, 9, and 12, those are the marks usually when it comes to contracts, derivative contracts, that the term lengths are. So from 3 months, you're going to see people they have to do new contracts, have to do new deposit on new collateral. 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. More and more of these contracts will expire, putting on more and more pressure onto each one of these firms. Real estate will get super cheap in Japan, dude. I think everything's about to get super cheap in Japan, dude. Dude, the snowstorm, oh my god, dude. It's pretty bad out there today. We have like 9 or, man, you should see how much snow is in my yard. I have over a foot easily in my yard. It's been insane these last couple days. Ever get a second off, I have to go shovel. Let's see here. Nobody's really asking very many questions. Did you know the live chat with Pantheon? I do a live chat with Pantheon. I love Pantheon. I think it's very smart. Well, no, I think Moaz, we're on one of these time periods. Still think the contracts are going to be the game winner for us. Thought that forever. I just feel like I said, man, we're in that liquidation period, and it's never fun, and this is a problem, and you're now starting to see people who have actually been in a liquidation period, have actually been in the stock market for longer than a year or two, actually know what the hell's going on, know how hard it is to go through a bear market and a liquidation phase. Like I said, it's bloody everywhere. It's not just us. And I know everybody sits there and they look at it and they see their stock every day in their account and they think, oh man, it's only me getting. No, everyone is getting fucked. I can't say play the downside, but this is why I told everyone to educate yourself on how you can make money. I've posted a couple times, like I said in the past. I've only posted a couple times on what you can look at. Couple things, couple plays that are very easily to make money on. Yeah, but like I said, man, this is the worst phase. This is the most unfun phase we will go through. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be fucking brutal. You're gonna see I've told you guys right away. You're gonna see the people you thought were fucking your friends, thought that they were in this to help you out. They're gonna fucking turn on you. They're gonna cry baby about everything. They're gonna bitch and moan about fucking Ape. This is what they'll bitch about. Adam Aaron, he's against us, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, in the end of the day, he gave up 3 fucking % of Ape. 3% of Ape. Big fucking deal. And yes, I wish he would have done it earlier. And yes, he's an idiot. Adam Aaron, you are a moron for not doing it earlier. Sorry, but you just are. But do I want to sit here now and go ahead and cry? And are people going to probably use that as a clip now and try and skew my words and make it a fucking... Oh my god, look what he said. No. Am I gonna cry and care and whine and moan and say we need to replace Adam Aaron now? No, not because he threw down 3%. Maybe Adam Aaron goes, well, fuck it. I think Ape will go back up once this fucking market ends. And that's the thing. We all want him to fucking issue Ape so fast, so bad right now, clear the debt, finish it off, kill the short squeeze, fuck them all up. And the way he could be looking at it is, all right, well, right now it's a massive bear market. The stock's done nothing but plummet, plummet, plummet. I believe at some point it'll go up. But for now, I can sell 3% of my war chest, make what I currently need. Maybe he needed the 162 million for whatever. Obviously, like I said, paid down a thing, or paid down a bond a little bit. He got a discount. He bought a theater. I mean, he obviously has other plans. Got their cash back up. He, like I said, if he does reverse stock split on Ape, we're feeling good. But like I said, you don't have to sit there and agree with every goddamn thing Adam Aaron does, or you're not an ape. You're allowed to disagree with moves he makes, and it's okay. You don't have to fucking hate a guy because you don't agree with shit he's doing. You also don't know how hard it is or anything going on in the background or what it really takes to run it or do all these things we think our say is just go do this. So, but yes, do I think he hasn't used the movement to his advantage as much as he should have? Fuck no. He should have sold fucking us Ape shirts, fucking AMC Ape shirts like crazy the day of. He should have sold all. I mean, there's so many things he could have done. And see, one of the things I was mad about what he did, it's like, you know, you sit there and you go to all these fucking theaters, but you go to all the nicest ass ones. Why don't you go to the shittier ones? Find out why they're shitty. I mean, we just closed down one in Apple Valley here, and everybody loved the theater. It even had an arcade in it. It was nice as fuck. The only thing about it is the seats were like sitting down at a fucking baseball stadium. Like, who wants to sit down on this hard-ass plastic chair? Nobody. And everybody said the same thing. I love that place other than the seats. And they'd all go to the fucking Marcus Theater down the road, which has recliners. It's just small things like that that you look at and you go, okay, if you would have just got the recliner seats here, that AMC in Apple Valley probably would have fucking thrived, dude. And it's just small changes like that. And it's like, go around, instead of going around to all the nice ones, go around to the shittier ones and see what small changes you could maybe make. Like, but like I said, I mean, obviously I run a company differently than he does. But I haven't ran multi-billion-dollar companies either, so who the hell am I to say? But, like I said, AMC has a ton of stuff coming for them in the future. This AMC credit card thing, if done right, could be a massive... If he even just gets a piece of this, guys. If he even gets a little small slice of that. He could get hundreds of millions to $1 billion just on the credit card. You got Saudi Arabia. You got the popcorn. You got streaming coming now into movie theaters next year. Like I said, you got a whole bunch of shit going for AMC. You just got to relax and get through the shit period of the blood fucking red, bleed out fucking market, bear market garbage that these guys have created. Like I said, they own 89% of the stocks. If you think you're hurting, check their profiles. Check their portfolios. They're not feeling good. I don't care what they say. There should be margin calls across the board, but they're giving them hand jibbers in the back again. We'll be right though. Like I said, guys, I know it sucks. And everyone who sat there and put your life savings into it thought it was going to be a quick play. Dude, I feel for everyone, you guys. I really fucking do. I wish I could help you guys. I wish I could give you advice. I could show you guys plays to help with something. I wish I could do something more than just sit here and educate you guys. Because obviously I know that shit sucks. I know it fucking sucks ass to watch that fucking number go down and down. I've been through these markets before. It's not fun. It is not fun. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat shit and be like, you know, no, I don't fucking know. I'm not going to sit there and give you the, oh, this will be it. Like I said, I have never in my life changed my tone. I believe phase 6 will finish these fuckers off. I believe 3, 6, 9, and 12 marks, you will continuously see AMC's cost to borrow massively spike. I don't believe FTX was the massive thing that everyone thought it was. I think it was a lot of these contracts expiring and them needing to be redone at that time. And that, what do you know? Next thing you notice. But I don't know. It's hard to say if it was FTX or not. Because at the same time, according to Sam, they're backed 1-to-1. So I don't fucking know. Like I said, I apparently need to move. Yeah, I'm in Apple Valley. I need to move. Apparently, need to look way more into these tokenized securities. Because when he actually said that they were backed 1-to-1, it blew my fucking mind. Like, I'm like, what? Sam literally just said they're backed 1-to-1. He literally just said they're backed 1-to-1. As far as he knows, they're backed 1-to-1. What? What do you think about Dave Lauer? Oh, there you go. See, this is the thing. Here it is. What do you think of Dave Lauer tweeting this doesn't make sense? If you turned off dark pools, there would be not a single fucking difference before retail's orders. Like I said, Dave is right. They don't go into dark pools. They go into the OTC market, the over-the-counter market. That is internalizers, ATS systems, the CNS program, the stock borrow system. That is, they got STFs, they got family offices, they got market to market. You got the CNS program. I mean, name it, dude. They got it. They don't need to go to dark pools. They literally don't need a dark pool at all. Dark pools should never come out of our mouths again. Communicate with the Marine to help him. I don't think I have him blocked, so I guess... Can you please put the link up? Yeah, I thought I did. Here it is. Here's the proposal. Like I said, this proposal's... Everything about it I like. Everything about it's nice. And yes, I do believe we'll squeeze. I still believe we'll squeeze. Yeah, MMTPL, man, that shit's... Or, yeah, TLP, that shit's... I don't even know what's going on with that anymore, man. That's the most fucked up thing. Oh, another thing. Last thing. I knew I skipped something. Where the fuck? This man. I 100% hope Adam Aaron does this. I think this will be an insanely... Into all of these CEOs. I hope if all of these CEOs actually do this and start getting together and they start... I don't know why they wouldn't. If you were a CEO of a publicly traded company and you know illegal short selling's out there and you know it's fucking your company up and your ability to borrow shares, to get people invested in your company, to get them interested in your company, or make them uninterested in your company, things that can kill your company, why would you not want to band together and stop this? Adam Aaron, if you're fucking... I know you're not listening. Probably never will. But if you somehow hear this one day... Fucking listen to this man. Get a hold of this guy and fucking do this. We don't need more than just retail fighting this battle. If we have CEOs fighting this battle with us, that's huge. You know what, dude? I'm gonna follow this guy. Dude's a legend. I'm even gonna buy his fucking stock. But, like I said, guys, this period's not gonna be fun. It's not. I mean, I was telling you guys that for a while, and I think everybody, when I said it was gonna get bloody, it was gonna get worse, it was gonna suck ass, and you're gonna see who really gives a fuck about you guys. People, I think, blew that over because I said it so fast. But it was the truth, man. All these guys, why do you think I've been bashing YouTubers forever? Because it's not hard to see which ones still give a fuck or ever did give a fuck. How many of them are sitting there continuously bashing the company that made them? It's just fucking stupid. I'm going to turn my back on everyone that made me because now I'm super cool because I'm rich. No, you're a fucking fag, and if I ever saw you in the fucking streets, Matt Coors, I would knock your fucking ass out. Same to you, Al, you fucking sexist. I don't even know what to call you. Fucking... I don't want to say sexist. You fucking sit there and just send your dick to women. What a fucking loser. Good grief, people. God, some of these people were looking up to blows my mind, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? We chose the wrong people to fucking be voices of the movement or whatever. Let's just say that. Good grief. Fuck Al, man. I'm not gonna say nothing about that guy. He can. Fuck that man, dude. I don't want to let it out. Not today. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. I gotta be nice today. Yeah, Meet Kevin. Fucking. Do you guys see that? Matt Kors works for Meet Kevin now. This is my point. He literally works for his company. He has a job at his company. How pathetic. Meet Kevin. He works for Meet Kevin. Fuck them all, man. But yeah, like I said, in the end of the day, I put out this tweet. Where the hell was it? Actually, I tweeted back, but this is truly how it is. If I can find it. If I can't find it in a second, I'm gonna say fuck it. But this is true here. You can see how many people have never been through a liquidation phase in the stock market. They're not fun. Everyone's getting smashed, not just yours. You are now investors, not traders anymore. Like I said, guys, you are now officially traders or investors. You're no longer traders. You are investors. You are now learning how to invest in the stock market. By investing, you go through the ups and you go through the downs. And you go through the downs, you know, more, you know, should be doing. And I can't tell you what you should be doing, but when you're in the downs, there's things you could be doing. And when they go back up, hopefully, you know, you're feeling a lot better. But I don't want to do anything that would make me do fucking stock advice. Where the hell is it? Yeah, I mean, like I said, nobody, Wells Fargo, and then this bitch is like, nobody's above the law. No one's above the law, not even a former president. But the bankers seem to be. Fucking douche. God, I hate fucking her. I hate all these goddamn fucking politicians at this point. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude. And like she said, man, and like I've been saying forever, if you want to fuck the whole system up, stop playing with it. Stop going by it. Get the fuck out of these banks. Get the fuck out of the bank. If it's in ISDA, get the fuck out of it. I don't care. Again, I don't care if you have $5, $6, 10, 45 cents. Get the fuck out of the banks. Now, if I can't find this in the next 13 seconds. Fuck it, I'm over it. I'm just gonna read chat for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go here in a minute or two. Go see the wife. I haven't even seen her all day. Mac fucking Coors, man. Lou was literally, I can't believe how big Lou got and how popular Lou got. I mean, my God, dude. The dude literally was a con man, for fuck's sake. He was a legitimate con man. Ask the fucking... ask the police report. What are the banks? Same minutes. Oh, if I can fucking spell, Christ. There you go. There you go. Is this right there? If your bank is on there, get the hell out of it. I'm telling you, it's the best thing you guys can do is get the fuck out of these banks and pay off these credit cards. And then go open up an AMC credit card. Open up an AMC credit card. How long is the liquidation phase? I don't know, man. I can't answer that one. That one I do not know. Do I think AMC will go lower? If it does, I don't think it'll be able to go much lower. I feel like the cost of borrows getting a lot higher. It's getting a lot harder for them to. I mean, maybe they can fuck around, but I feel like retail's still buying at this level pretty good to the point where they're not going to be able to bring it too much lower. That's why I was saying with the meme stocks, they'll hit a bottom before everything else, and I don't. That's why I was saying the meme stocks to me are a lot more safer than all these other things right now. But there are blue chip stocks I'm going to be buying here soon that I look at that I feel like bottoming out. But I'm not gonna say anything. Like I said, I don't ever tell people what I buy. Doesn't really matter. Credit unions all the way, man. Fuck yeah. I've been preaching credit unions for like a year and a half. They're literally they're a bank that gives a fuck about you and is ran by you guys. You have say, you have power in that bank. You can vote who the fuck is in charge. You can kick them out. If they're fucking you, you can kick them. You can get them out of there. Like I said, the credit unions are amazing. You'll get better deals on them. You'll get better interest rates. You'll get better loans. I know a lot of people that had loans and actually moved them over to a credit union, got better rates, saved a lot of money doing it. Yes, I actually went out and I actually got a whole bunch of physical gold. I have land as well. I think land is a good well, I can't tell what I have land as well. I think is a safe place to have money. T plus 90, I'm not sure about the T plus 90. I've never really been a believer of the T plus 90. We'll see, I guess. Like I said, there's not enough evidence for me to say, yes, the T plus 90 is legitimate. You think 350 to 418? Maybe. I'm not too sure on Apes bottom here. I don't see it going much lower right now, though. Pull my charts up and stuff, I guess I can go look, but... Where did Lou find big enough bra? The big and tall, man. He went up to the big and tall. They got enough of those. December 28th is T plus 90. Well, then we got 1 week, I guess, and we'll find out. But I'm not too sure, man. I don't really believe in the T plus 90. I don't put my faith in that. You in Apple Valley? Yes, I am. T plus 90 is not on Ape because it was not syndicated. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I never really believed in the T plus 90. I didn't really look too much into it. When is 9 months of phase 6? 9 months from September 1st. Yeah, the snow's been insane up here, man. My wife got hit today. She got rear-ended. That was sweet. Big Bear? I don't know where Big Bear is, man. That's in Minnesota? How the hell do I not know where Big Bear is? Oh, do you mean White Bear? It's like I know where White Bear is. I don't know where Big Bear is, man. Yeah, she's alright. My car is scratched. That's about it. She was luckily parked when he hit her. Answer the odd lock question. What was the odd lock question? Ask the odd lock question one more time. I didn't see it. Ask it one more time. Let's see, not a lot of question. Did you guys remove them? I see a message was removed. I don't see an odd lot question. Re-ask the question one more time, real quick. What will 10 shares increment by vote? No, odd lots are 100. You need 100 of them. Yes, increments of 100. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining. Maybe I'll go live again tomorrow. Maybe after Christmas here. I'm not sure what. I do want to go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and read that PDF on the proposal here, and I'll go ahead and put a video out on this. Cause if there's as much stuff in here as it seems like there is, according to Dave Lauer, I definitely want to check way more out into this. I haven't really read too much into it today, but it talks about ATSs, so that's. Yeah, I'll definitely read this. I'll definitely let you guys know more about this here quick. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday, whatever you guys celebrate. I hope you're with a whole bunch of loved ones. Enjoy your day off, you guys. Like I said, man, just take some time off, you guys. This phase, I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna suck ass. Every day you're gonna look at your account, you're gonna be pissed for a little bit. But just go ahead and, like I said, put the phone down for a while. Go outside. Go do some things that make you happy, man. Don't sit there and watch the line all day long. There's really no reason to. But Merry Christmas, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Have a good day.